called LA's Prom Closet at my high school, and I'm like, you're only a teenager, that's awesome. And nowadays, when I get emails like that all the time, I'm like, this is exactly why we need more books so people can see themselves. And I was only 26 when I started the organization, so I wanted them to see young people in these roles. And I think that's what is so beautiful to see children's books, to be able to say, hey, it was a challenge writing this, and our first book's not supposed to be perfect. I think it's a trial, and you practice with it, and ideally we get better as we go. But the challenge was, the writing, the editing, which I felt I'm so critical, and then luckily getting people's feedback, right?
Yeah.
But it's kind of cool to see the end product, right? I think the challenge is always just keeping at it, right?
Yes, being persistent is also a challenge in itself, right? Finding the time to do it.
Yeah.
Just motivating yourself to keep going. All of those are different challenges that you face, but if you're persistent enough,
you can get through, right? I'm like,
hey,
I came up with the book. Exactly, you can come up with the book.
You can finish.
I love it. Well, it is the end of March, which is Women's History Month. And it's obviously, being women up here, it's an empowering platform to be able to provide this information. I hope that more women, more girls start writing their own stories and become heroes of their stories. Was there a person, a woman in particular, I know I mentioned some in the beginning, that you feel this month is someone you would love to let them know that, thank you for what they've done for you?
I guess the first person always comes to mind is my mom.
Awesome.
Because she's always been there for me through everything, and she's always been a strong person in our family, right?
Yeah.
Not only providing for the family, but also working and showing me that I can be a force to reckon with, right? That I can be independent and be educated and do anything that I dream of. So I thank her for everything that she's done. What about yourself?
That's awesome.
Is it your grandmother?
I think it's my mom. It's
always
my grandmothers were. My mom's definitely the product of my grandmothers, obviously, but I think it's I think my mom was always about education. Get that education, be able to share that with other people, and just hearing Dolores Huerta talk about that yesterday, saying the education doesn't necessarily mean just the degrees. It's the preparation. It's the work that your ancestors have put through in order for you to be where you are today. And I just said that recently during my TED Talk was, we are our ancestors' wildest dreams come true. And it doesn't matter where you are in life, whether you're dealing with something difficult, we really are. And we're at this place, obviously you and I are sitting here talking about our books, which is surreal for us because this is obviously years of work, and to be able to hopefully empower other people to do the same. And my mom has been she's been my shero forever and still is, and it's having that strong presence. And I know not all girls have that. I know many friends that didn't have that type of relationship, or maybe their moms passed early on, and I think it's important that we support each other for those type of women. Sure. And this month is perfect for that, to celebrate the women that have really made us who we are today.
Yes, definitely.
And let's see, one last thing, if for those that are out there, if you have any questions, feel free to raise your hand too. Anybody here so far? Just great listeners. If people want to find you or contact you, which is the best way to do so?
Well, you can check out my website, www.dleesworld.com, pretty simple, or you can email me, shoot me an email, dleesworld@gmail.com.
Awesome.
What about yourself?
For me, all my social media is Financially Savvy Latina. Obviously, the financial literacy is my forte for books. And so it's Financially Savvy Latina at Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and the website is Financially Savvy in 20 minutes. So thank you for being here to share the stage with me. And thank you for CABE for being able to provide this type of workshop for those that couldn't make it today too. This is partly why we have this book. And for us too, we wouldn't be here for
if
the person. For the people that make this possible, which is Kirk.
Yes, thank you so much.
He's also in the audience, which obviously the camera can't see that, which thank you for doing that. Kirk Whistler, who is the creator of one of those organizations that are obviously not only promoting empowerment for Latinos, for women, but just authors that need that type of support, especially independent authors or small starting out authors. Kirk Whistler, thank you for everything that you do, because we're here because of you as well. So we need more of that, and we're lucky to be surrounded by mentors and people that have really gone through the struggle and are providing us this type of platform. Yeah.
definitely. Are you going to read us some of your
Oh, yes,
story?
we were going to do a little reading of the story. We have some time, right?
Yes,
yeah,
you do.
So.
Okay.
Did you want to start first, or does it matter?
Whichever.
Okay. We'll have we have a little time. So, I will.
So, do you want me to
Yeah,
start?
why don't you start while I open up mine?
So I'm going to read, since it's fairly short, right? So it's for ages 3 to 5, so it's pretty short. So this one's called Dlees' First Day of School, and it's also a bilingual series, so you have the English and Spanish translations on the same page. I'm going to put the mic over here, because it's going to be a little easier for me to return. Dlees' First Day of School. Good morning, Mommy said. Time to get up and get out of bed.
Dlee rolled over and just shook her head. No, Mommy, no. I do not want to go. I will not go to school today. Can I just stay home and play?
No, my big girl, you cannot. It is time to go to school, whether you like it or not.
Dlee sighed and burst out in tears. This was one of her biggest fears. A new place she did not know. A place without her mommy she was forced to go. To Dlee, school seemed like a scary place, but it was something she would have to face. After all, everyone goes to school at some point, is what Mommy said. Still, Dlee would rather be home playing instead. Dlee got ready, she grabbed her teddy, and off to school the three would go. At school, her mommy introduced Dlee to her teacher.
Hello, my name is Miss Mayo.
My name is Dlee, she said really low.
Well, nice to meet you, Dlee. Welcome to room 2. I'm super excited to teach and play with you.
Miss Mayo grabbed her hand and her mommy said goodbye. No, said Dlee as she began to cry.
Don't worry, my dear, it'll not be long. So Dlee grabbed Miss Mayo's hand and walked along.
And as she looked around, Dlee was in for a treat. She saw her buddy Rye sitting in a yellow seat. Rye, she said, I did not know you were here.
Yes, Dlee, so no need to fear. My mommy just dropped me off here too. I like it so far in school, there's just so much to do. Come with me and I'll show you.
All day long, the two did lots of things. They painted, sang songs, and put beads on strings. School was not so bad after all. Dlee had Teddy, Miss Mayo Rye, some new friends, and they were all having a ball. Dlee felt happy and did not want the day to end. But then she saw her mommy's car coming around the bend. The bell rang and class was officially done. She really liked school and had so much fun. She did not want to go home. She wanted to stay. But her mommy assured her she'd be back the next day. Dlee went to her cubby and grabbed her things. She turned to her mommy and said, I cannot wait for what tomorrow brings. Goodbye, room 2, Dlee voiced loudly. Until mañana, she said proudly.
Very good.
Thanks for bearing with my